The universe of Doom is full of mysteries. Some of them have been explored since the release of the newest title, Doom Eternal, and some of them mysteries that have yet to be discovered, like how was Hell created, the heretic known as the Wretch, the identity of the ruler of the Hell dimension, the one who rules above everything in the universe, the true God, and by relation of this video, the real name of the main protagonist, the Doomslayer, the Doomarine, Doomguy. In today's video, we're going to dive into the lore of the Doomslayer's given name and reveal his true identity. The new DLC for Doom Eternal Ancient Gods comes out in exactly 8 days, so 70% of my daily viewers are not subscribed. So if you enjoyed the videos I produce and want to know absolutely everything about Doom Eternal and future content DLCs, consider subscribing, click the bell to get all notifications of newer videos, and leave a huge like. I would really appreciate it if you did all of that. But you watching this video right now is support enough. Thanks for the incredible support and enjoy the video, brothers. Now, before I begin with the main topic of this video, I'm going to take a little bit of a tangent. Ever since the developers for Doom Eternal said that they are working to create a Doom universe, with the establishment and release of Doom Eternal, I have seen several comments highlighting that the lore of Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal is not deep enough and that it is very weak in comparison to other series like Halo, Lord of the Rings and Warhammer 40k. The latter being mentioned specifically a lot. The argument is that the Doom franchise is almost 3 decades old, yet very little is known about the origin of the demonic entities, their reason to invade humanity, and the overall tone and the world structure of the Doom universe. That the only thing we know about it is that an experiment went wrong on a Martian moon, which led to a catastrophic string of events that led to an overall global invasion on the Earth, and that a Green Marine stopped it with vengeance and willpower, and that the only thing we know about the Earth is that the UAC pretty much rules it. 3 decades since the first game was released, yet very little is known about its universe. Those same people then go ahead and compare Doom's expanding lore to the one of Warhammer 40k, which was released all the way back in 1987. 40k is 6 years older than Doom. It is 33 years old, yet its lore, universe and overall narrative content multiplies by the millions. There is just so much history and information that it is pretty much impossible to read and know everything about 40k in less than a whole year. Lore so expansive that a 5-hour-long video was made on a single character of the 41st millennium, that being the Emperor of Mankind, and other hour-long videos on my favorite Space Marine faction, the Grey Knights. And the same can be said about Halo, lore so expansive that puts to shame the story of Doom. The reason why the story and lore of Doom is so small in comparison to other franchises, it's because the story has just begun. The original Doom didn't have any lore to begin with, it was really small, mainly because the developers wanted their game to be just that, a video game. So they didn't bother creating a whole universe just for this franchise. Doom 3 tried a different approach and created a whole universe surrounding that title, but it didn't take off, mainly because the community wanted Doom to be just a game where nothing matters other than killing demons, and because at the time, Doom 3 was highly different from other Doom titles. It was more of a horror game than a Doom game. I still love Doom 3, it is fantastic and very relaxing as well. For that same reason and other ones, Doom 4 was cancelled several times. Its software just didn't know what to do with this franchise. Doom 2016 was the first successful shot by id Software on rebooting and creating the basis for an expanding Doom universe, filled with lore, history, and information. The expanding lore of Doom is 4 years old, just give it a little bit of time, everything will be explained eventually. Now, getting back into the main topic, what is the Doomslayer's real canonical name? The Doomslayer, according to the lore of Doom Eternal, is the same Marine that we play as in Doom, Doom 2, and Doom 64. The problem here, though, is that that same Marine, the Marine being Doomguy, has canonically 4 different names and backstories. In the original Doom game, the Doom Marine is only ever referred to as our hero in the game's ending and strategy guides, while the manual indicates that he is a Marine. The name Doomguy or Doom Marine were not given by id Software to the protagonist, but by the community of the series back in the 90s. In the original Doom novels, Doomguy is referred to as Flynn Taggart. The original Doom novels cite the events that happened in Doom 1993, but with different backstories and facts. In the novels, Demas was lost in hyperspace instead of being absorbed by hell and floating above it. There's also no sight of the Marine's pet rabbit Daisy, and the demons are not actually demons from hell, but aliens from another planet. While this is an official novel for the Doom franchise, one that gives a name to the Marine, the events in which Flynn Taggart takes place are highly different from the ones that Doomslayer experienced. In the Doom RPG series, the player is able to choose from 3 different characters, 2 being some Marines and 1 being a scientist. The name of the 2 Marines being BJ Blazkowicz III and Stan Blazkowicz. Doom 2 RPG makes it clear that Stan Blazkowicz had never encountered the demons before, making him a close relative of the Blazkowicz bloodline. However, it is different for BJ Blazkowicz III, which is stated to be the same Marine from Doom 1, Doom 2, and Doom 64. The problem here is that Doom RPG alludes to be a prequel of the original franchise, making it almost impossible for the Slayer to be BJ Blazkowicz III. But that is just pure allegations, and it is not set in stone. In the Doom 3 novels, the protagonist of the story is named John Kane, and as it was with the original Doom novels, the events the protagonist from the novels experienced highly differs from the ones on the game. In this case, Doom 3, where in the game the protagonist is just called the Doom Marine. In the novels, John Kane arrives at the UAC outpost on March, and in the games, the Marine arrives at the outpost on November. In the novels, John Kane loses a leg, and in the games, the Marine does not. There are theories that Doom 3 happens in the same universe as all the other Doom games, and that the game is a prequel to what happened in Doom 2016, but nothing has been confirmed by id Software. While it is canon that Doomguy is the son of Commander Keen and the grandson of BJ Blazkowicz, and by that his name being BJ Blazkowicz III, John Romero, one of the creators of the Doom franchise, said some days ago on Twitter, yes, Twitter, that the Doomguy's real name is just that, Doomguy, and that any other name given to him is just bullcrap. And this is not the first time it has been said. Back in the 90s, he also said this, in quotes, "There was never a name for the Doom Marine because it is supposed to be you." The reason why the Marine was never given a name was because id Software wanted the players to immerse themselves completely to the Marine and give the personality they wanted to him. And there you have it. The creator of Doom said that Doomguy's name is Doomguy, but I still believe the Slayer is part of the Blazkowicz bloodline. I mean, the last Wolfenstein game, being Wolfenstein Youngblood, points out that BJ Blazkowicz may have went to hell, so everything is possible. And also because of narrative purposes, I mean, the protagonist needs to have a real name. Maybe in some stories the protagonist's name is never told, but he has a name because he's part of a normal working universe. But yes, according to John Romero, the Doomslayer's name is Doomguy, but canonically he is BJ Blazkowicz III. And also, it is just so badass for the Slayer to be related to the protagonist of Wolfenstein, which is BJ Blazkowicz. One kills very bad people and one kills demons. And that is fantastic. And so okay, since that was all the time I had for today's video, please let me know what you think about this video down in the comments section. Leave a like if you did, and a dislike if you disliked it. If you disliked the video, you know where that button is. It's okay. Thanks to all of my patrons that made this video possible, and links to all of my social accounts will be down below. Thanks for watching, have an awesome day. Adios. Bye.